Ryan Reynolds decided to leave his A-list wife for one of the most despised actresses in Hollywood. It was back in 2010 when he was married to Scarlett Johansson. Then he allegedly cheated on her with actress Blake Lively. Now I'm sure Ryan is regretting his choices, so let's get into it. So people really don't like Blake Lively right now, and they're starting not to like Ryan Reynolds, which is why his relationship with Scarlett Johansson is starting to get some attention, because it seems like Scarlett is the one that got away. But in my personal opinion, I feel like Ryan wanted to be the main star in his relationship, and he couldn't compete with Scarlett. So that's why Blake Lively is his perfect fit. But let's talk about what really ended Scarlett Johansson and Ryan Reynolds' short marriage. I mean, you guys know how Hollywood works. These relationships come and go so quickly. Now, the couple's 2-year marriage, which ended in 2011, was marked by struggles. Scarlett Johansson and Ryan Reynolds began dating in 2007 after Ryan's engagement to Alanis Morissette ended. They got engaged in May 2008 and married in September of that year. Now, even though he was with Alanis for some time, it doesn't seem like that relationship meant too much to him because he moved on with Scarlett so quickly. Ryan and Scarlett started dating in April 2007, just 2 months after he and Alanis had broken up. They were engaged, so that's a pretty big deal to call off an engagement and then be in a relationship with someone else 2 months later. By May 2008, Ryan and Scarlett were engaged, and Scarlett's rep told people at the time that they were thrilled. The following September, they had exchanged vows in a Vancouver Island, Canada wilderness retreat, but it looks like their marriage had only lasted 2 years. I mean, honestly, I'd rather get married in the wilderness retreat in Canada than to get married on a plantation like he did with Blake Lively. Reports from the Times said that Scarlett Johansson actually initiated the split, citing the stress of conflicting work schedules. The couple had spent a lot of time apart, and Scarlett became unhappy, which I could understand that. Shout out to the people in a long distance relationship, because it could not be me. I just like to have my partner there. Looking back, Scarlett admitted that she didn't fully understand marriage at 23 years old, which makes sense. She confessed, "I didn't really have an understanding of marriage," and Ryan said that marriage became more complicated for him over time and that things were changing after they had got married. According to In Touch Weekly, their relationship lacked warmth due to their strong personalities. The insider revealed they're both strong-willed and stubborn people. There was a lack of warmth between them, and that was troubling. Ryan can be an overbearing control freak. He's more traditional while she's more independent. When he wanted her there, he expected her to drop everything and come to him. She got tired of the double standard because he wanted to be the big star and he wanted everything his way, and she has a sense of self-worth. There were reports of Scarlett being angry often and having heated arguments with Ryan, including one incident on the set of the movie The Proposal. But it wasn't all Scarlett's fault. Rumors suggested that Ryan could have been an overbearing control freak with his traditional mindset, which clashed with Scarlett's. And like I said, I don't think Ryan Reynolds wanted to have another movie star as his girlfriend. This article reports the streets are saying that Ryan couldn't handle Scarlett being more successful than him, and people suspect that Ryan inserted himself into the "it ends with us" drama because he doesn't like being outshined by a partner. Scarlett Johansson might have hinted at a toxic competition in their relationship during a May 2016 interview with Cosmo. She said, quote, "The logistics of being with another actor are challenging." She said, "There has to be a real understanding of how you share your time, especially when two people's careers are going at the same rate. Or even if one person is more successful than the other, that also proves to be challenging." Even though she did not name drop Ryan, we all knew who she was talking about because they were married when she was in her early 20s. She was doing so well and he couldn't man up and handle it. Imagine this, you've been in an accident or someone you love has been seriously hurt. Suddenly you're facing a mountain of medical bills, paperwork, and insurance companies that don't want to pay what you deserve. Now, what if I told you there was a simple solution to this nightmare? Getting compensation when you are entitled to can be tricky, with many personal injury firms giving you the runaround, drowning you in paperwork and settling for less than what you deserve. But it doesn't have to be that way. This is where Morgan & Morgan steps in. As America's largest injury firm, they've modernized the entire process. With over 1,000 attorneys across all 50 states, they have the resources to take on big insurance companies and give you the money you deserve. And trust me, they don't settle for lowball offers. Just this year, they secured a $26 million settlement in Philadelphia, 40 times more than the highest insurance offer. And there are plenty more stories like that. You could just fill out a simple form in minutes. No appointments, no complicated paperwork. Everything is done from your phone. Plus, it's totally free unless you win. Morgan & Morgan makes the process easy and stress-free. You can head over to forthepeople.com/Sloan. You can also find that link in the description below to get started. Remember, the process is free unless you win. Thank you, Morgan & Morgan, for sponsoring this video, and enjoy.
Allegedly, they aren't the only Hollywood couple who struggled with one party having more success than the other during the course of their marriage. In 2009, Reynolds was cast in the box office failure Green Lantern. Scarlett's career, however, was in full swing. She reprised her role of the Black Widow in the Iron Man series, which was a box office smash. And we all know how lucrative this franchise has gone on to be. The actress went on to speak to Parade magazine, saying, "Acting is a strange world to be coexisting in. It's very volatile. There's always going to be the more successful person because it's related to rejection. Actors, if they're not having success, connect it to unpopularity, to that nobody wants them."
Now, an interesting aspect of Ryan and Scarlett's relationship is how Blake plays a role in it. Let me take you back to 2010, July. Blake and Ryan attend their first event together at Comic-Con to promote the movie Green Lantern. And for some reason, they don't dress in cosplay. As you could tell from this photo, they are super duper adorable, but the catch, Ryan is still married to Scarlett Johansson.
Like, can I show you some footage from Comic-Con? Listen, they might have only been friends, but she is definitely giving the girl that he tells you not to worry about. And I'm not saying anything happened, I'm just saying that there was a vibe. And these two would end up officially together shortly after the Green Lantern premiere, which also made me think of The Town with Ben Affleck and Blake Lively. On-set vibes were vibing when he was married to Jennifer Garner. And like, then there was a photo leak situation, which I'm not gonna get into. But like, if you know, you know.
So when Blake had met Ryan, she was in a relationship with Penn Badgley, which I still can't get over that. They don't seem like a couple to me. In September 2010, Blake breaks up with her boyfriend, Penn, but a source tells Us Weekly that they're still good friends and hang out on set.
While Green Lantern failed, many people in the press began to notice Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively seemed to have a great chemistry together when they were doing press tours for the movie. But the thing that made it more juicy to the public was Ryan Reynolds was married to Scarlett Johansson at the time, and Blake Lively was also dating Penn Badgley, who she co-starred on Gossip Girl with. When doing the Green Lantern press tour, Ryan Reynolds was asked how he felt about Scarlett Johansson playing a Marvel character while he was playing a DC character, but he ended up scoffing off the question, saying they've had strongly worded dinners, but then just ignored it. During this time, Blake Lively split up with Penn Badgley and had a brief 3-month relationship to Leonardo DiCaprio. Then everything got strange during the Green Lantern premiere, where people noticed that Scarlett Johansson and Leonardo DiCaprio didn't attend it, but it was just Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds acting like they were a couple. And then not long after the premiere, Ryan Reynolds and Scarlett Johansson announced they were going to be getting divorced after just 3 months of being married.
So in December 2010, Ryan and Scarlett announced their separation in a statement issued to People magazine, which People magazine is so nosy. They go over here and they will give you a pretty penny if you give some personal details. Quote, "After long and careful consideration on both of our parts, we've decided to end our marriage." Wow. It seems like just marriage doesn't mean what it used to, you know, back like when my parents, like back in the day, you know what I mean? Quote, "We entered our relationship with love, and it's with love and kindness that we leave it. While privacy isn't expected, it's certainly appreciated." Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, they entered their relationship with love and they're leaving it with love. Sounds nice, doesn't it? Well, you know what sounds a little bit more realistic to me? Movie stars going to movie sets and then falling in love with their co-workers and their co-stars and cheating on their partners. That sounds a little bit more accurate. And in my opinion, I know, I don't know if my opinion matters, but that's what happened. And we've got reports to back it up. Scarlett herself hinted at the strain in her relationship in a 2009 interview with Time Out New York. She admitted, "We have no time for dates. We work, then we go home. And I, anyway, just stare at the wall for a few hours before I go to sleep. Like in any profession, it's difficult. You want to make sure you have time to invest in your family. It's a challenge, but it's worth it." Jealousy also played a part in their troubles. Ryan did not get along with Scarlett's male musician friends. While Scarlett was concerned about Ryan's bond with Blake Lively, witnesses even saw Ryan and Blake in a restaurant looking like a couple, which later turned out to be true when they married in 2012.
After the divorce, Ryan Reynolds told the public that he never cheated on Scarlett Johansson and he was just friends with Blake Lively while filming. That was definitely a lie, because members of the Green Lantern crew said that Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively would regularly leave their trailers and go rent a hotel room together near where the movie was being filmed. Another incident happened while filming Green Lantern, where a waitress called in saying she saw Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively as her customers and thought they were on a date together.
And we see this time and time again. We talk about it on my channel. If you guys have been supporting the channel for a while, thank you. Shout out to you. And also, you may remember I talk about if I ever had an actor boyfriend and he had to go to a movie set for a couple months, oh, you know, the hell, I'll be right there filming my videos, right on the sidelines, talking crap about his co-stars, making sure that he is not leaving me. I'm just kidding. I'm a crazy boyfriend. In December 2010, a waitress told the Daily Mail that she saw Blake and Ryan having dinner in New York, and it was giving couple. Quote, it was just the two of them, and they were laughing and flirting. It looked like a date. If you didn't know who they were, you would definitely assume that they were a couple. Which, how would you feel like being Scarlett Johansson and having your husband out here hanging out with Blake Lively, of all people? Like, get some taste.
Ryan Reynolds met Blake Lively on the set of Green Lantern in 2010. Okay? But they didn't start dating until after the divorce was finalized. But in Green Lantern, they are romantic leads of the movie. So I don't know about you, but if I was with somebody, they had to do some romantic scene with somebody, and then we split up and they immediately get with them, that's suspicious.
It makes me, it makes me wonder if the acting was acting.
After Ryan is divorced from Scarlett, he shared his thoughts on marriage in an interview with the Daily Mail. He said he does not want to get married again. Interesting. But Destiny had other plans because he had met Blake Lively, and the rest is history. The very much in love couple, which you know what? Honestly, I think they're a perfect match. I really think they found their perfect match, and hell, the hell we're all living in. But seriously, they've had 4 children together. They both seem like kind of equally problematic in their own ways, and also shameless, very shameless people. Yeah, you see more and more of those nowadays, but I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. I have a little bit of a Florida tan right now. Wait, am I doing the thing where I turn white? I wore my sunscreen too, I did, but I just was really pale, and now I'm pink. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye, guys.